At 14, there are things that I love that I don't love now. You know, peanut butter and mayonnaise sandwiches probably. I don't know. Something disgusting. Think about it. Think about all the concoctions you made.
No, sir. You just said that like it was real.
What's up, Internet World? We're the News 19 Nerds. I'm Leroy.
I'm Michael.
We got a chance to go see something that was very interesting. We got to see an early release of Shazam.
Yeah.
This is our review. Non-spoiler in the beginning. We're just going to do generics. Then we're going to get into the spoilerific.
Some maybe plot-heavy details.
Yeah.
What we liked, what we didn't like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First of all, did you like the movie?
I had to think about it a lot.
Really?
Yeah. So we saw it. There was this one dude in the theater. They always had this one guy who like laughs maybe like too loud. I was like, is the joke that funny? And I feel like he was taken away from my enjoyment. He was just being himself. He was having a good time. So when I got a movie theater, I was like, it was all right. And then thought about it again. You know, like realized maybe the movie just isn't for me.
Okay.
I will say I liked it more than I would recommend people to go see it.
So let's use our little.
Okay, yeah.
Yep. So would you give it thumbs up?
I give it thumbs up. I give it thumbs up.
Or would you give it? Is that a hitchhiker?
That could be. Yeah.
It looks like a hitchhiker thing.
Yeah.
People don't do that anymore.
Is that what we're talking about?
I just thought about, like, you know, back in the day you watch movies and you would see somebody hitchhiking and that would be the start of a movie.
That's because people crazy.
Well, I mean, that's possible.
People crazy now.
But I mean, we don't hitchhike anymore, but remember you used to tell people don't get in a car with strangers, and then with this, we're like, hey, come pick me up. Here's my address.
Yeah.
So maybe hitchhiking is coming back.
Sure.
Okay.
Yep.
Just, I don't know, tangent.
Yeah. So yeah, overall, I liked it more than I didn't like it. But it's not one I need to see again.
Really?
Not really.
Okay.
I feel like I got everything I needed out of seeing it the first time. If I compare it to other DC movies, there's definitely a lot of fun in this movie. There's a lot of fun. The aspect of fun is there. I would probably see Aquaman again. I want to see Aquaman again for sure. I would buy Aquaman. I don't know if I would buy Shazam.
Really? Because I'm the opposite.
Yeah, you like it, right?
I liked Shazam more than I liked Aquaman.
Okay.
For me, and this is the funniest thing, I like Jason Momoa more than I like Zachary Levi. I didn't watch Chuck.
Oh, Chuck, that was a good show.
But I love Jason Momoa. I think to me, he carried Aquaman and made it fun because he looked like he was having fun, so I had fun watching it. I'm not knocking Aquaman, but the mirror hair just took me, I cannot get over that. But in this movie, in Shazam, I thought it was very fun. I thought it was very kid-friendly. I thought it was basically what would happen if you gave a 14-year-old boy the powers of Superman. And that's
scary at points too.
But you got to remember, most 14-year-olds, whether they be girl or boy, are not that bright. Right. It's why we don't let them vote, drive cars, or own guns, and make monumental decisions because their minds are still developing. 14 is what? A freshman in high school, or is that
probably?
Yeah, is that like that? Yeah. So I mean, I'm not knocking you guys. At 14, there are things that I love that I don't love now. You know, peanut butter and mayonnaise sandwiches probably. I don't know, something disgusting. Think about it. Think about all the concoctions you made.
No, sir. You just said that like it was real. Is that a real thing that you ate?
No, but I'm just saying that I've seen online that kids eat a lot of garbage stuff.
Peanut butter and mayonnaise sandwiches.
Come on now. Y'all know when you were 14, you used to make some nasty stuff. God. Think about it.
I can't.
It just blew your mind, didn't I?
I can't.
But think about it. Think about the person who would put that together and you gave them the power of flight and vulnerability. That just blew your mind, didn't I?
That's not what I'm.
Peanut butter, mayonnaise.
Yeah, that's got me. So you keep going for the.
But what I'm saying is,
myself.
That's what I did. You just gave somebody who wants a peanut butter and mayonnaise sandwich with the crust cut off superpowers. That's gonna be dangerous. That's gonna be dark.
Yeah. So the director is Sandberg, David F. Sandberg, who's done some other horror stuff. And I could definitely see that in this. There are some parts that are like, I don't know. I would definitely say this is a movie for kids, more so than other superhero movies. Like, I really feel like this caters towards kids in a good way. But there are definitely parts that could scare little kids.
I will say
I was like, whoa,
I will say this. I think one of the things I think horror and comedy get very well is timing. So I think you're going to see a lot of horror directors and comedy directors have to get certain things right in order for their movie to succeed. Horror has to hit certain points.
Scott Derrickson with Doctor Strange.
You have to hit certain points because either the joke isn't funny or the scare isn't funny. I think that's part of the reason why Jordan Peele was able to transition so well from doing sketch comedy to doing Get Out and Us. Because you get those two things, you have to understand people to understand how to either scare them or make them laugh. So I think that this movie had a lot of comedy in it. I will say this, not get into the spoilerific. If you have little children, this might not be the movie for them because of, I will say this, because of the monsters. The monsters to me were a little too dark for younger kids. I would say 8 and up, maybe 10 and up, depending on how mature.
Yeah.
But those, to me and Katie, we saw it. We were talking about, like, how would you depict those monsters and how have they been depicted in the past? I thought those monsters were a little too monstery. I thought there was a couple of moments where I was like, whoa.
I mean, there's one scene I was like, oh, they're going in.
Yeah, I was
this is for kids?
I was like,
all
oh,
right.
this is so I will say this.
Yeah.
I liked it. I really liked it. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is my third favorite DC movie.
What's 1 and 2?
Wonder Woman is 1. Man of Steel is 2.
Okay, and then this.
This, and then Aquaman.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So as far as the new DCU,
yeah,
my number ones are.
We're not talking about Dark Knight. Yeah.
But,
I got you.
But yeah, so I really like this. I thought the writing was really well done. I thought the third act was a little all over the place, but
this movie seemed. I'm gonna look up the runtime because it seemed long. And I usually don't feel that way in a lot of superhero movies. I'm usually enjoying the ride. And this I kind of felt like, when this is going to be over. And maybe because I had the wrong mindset going in. I don't know. But it felt like it was a long movie. I will say this.
If you like the trailers, you will like this movie. If you like the vibe of the trailer, you will like this movie. The trailers do not give too many of the jokes away. The trailer did not give the jokes you saw in the trailer are funny. They're still funny when you watch them. But it also, what are you going to the runtime? You can just scroll up there.
I know that. So it says it's 2 hours and 12 minutes. It felt longer.
Did it?
Like if I compare this to Avengers Endgame, I think that's 2 hours and 29 minutes. It does not feel like
no.
There are parts where okay,
yeah.
I learned how to use IMDb. Thank you, Leroy.
It also has the rating, what category it's in, and when it was released, or when it will be released.
Yeah, in the future. So yeah, like just comparing it, just in terms of pure runtime, Avengers is longer than this movie. The Avengers Infinity War is longer. Did not feel like it was.
Endgame is 3 hours.
Oh, I can't wait. We were talking about that newsroom. I'd said it should be 4 hours. I'd watch it all.
Like Captain America said, I can do this all day.
Yeah, I would watch it all. Maybe the pacing felt off in some parts.
I will say this. I talked to a couple other people who watched it. It did seem for them a little too long. For me, I was along for the ride. Okay. I was able to suspend belief. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm normally a guy who does not want to see movies with other people because people are on their phones, people are laughing at certain times.
There was a dude in our theater who was checking his March Madness picks.
I kind of get that. I mean, I kind of get it.
No, sir.
If you leave. If you got money on the line, I get it. I mean,
you don't need to come to this preview screening.
But I'm gonna be honest with you. I did not notice the other people as far as like.
So you were really in it then?
I was really into the movie. This was one of those movies, I'm going to be honest with you, go see it with other people, the laughs. There is something to say about the community aspect of seeing a movie together with people when you're there together. Same thing like when you go see a Star Wars movie or an Avengers movie. I felt that as the community laughed at certain parts, where people jumped at certain parts. I really did. I thought, I would say out of, what?
There were a couple parts that were like scary and you laughed.
I did.
Just because you're an evil person. I was like, why are you laughing at that. It's like, that's Leroy. Yep. But
Yeah, I'm
keep
not
going.
gonna tell you what they are, but
Keep going.
There were a couple. I was like, oh.
I was like, just evil for no reason. What were you saying?
The idea of community, of seeing a movie together with people who are actually there to see it, I actually liked it. I would say, if you can't rate this movie right now because it's not out yet, but if I would say, I'd give this 3.75 lightning bolts, Shazam bolts.
Okay.
I wouldn't give it 4, but it's not a solid 3. It's a little bit up there because I thought it's nice to see someone enjoying being a superhero.
Yeah.
And everybody's not going to be like, everybody's not going to rise to the challenge like other people. Some people are crappy people. And you kind of have to be, and I like that. I really did like that. I thought that was a pretty good message, that sometimes you have to do things that are uncomfortable because people are depending on you. And you don't necessarily always get these gifts and turn into a good person. So I thought that was a very interesting concept, and I liked it.
So you said 3.75 or whatever out of 5?
Yep.
So I'm going to give it...
2.75?
Nah, I'm going to give it...
A solid 2? Or a solid 3?
No, not 3. I'd say I'd give it a 2.5.
Okay.
Flossy dances.
Okay.
Out of 5.
Can you do the flossy dance?
I won't.
That's not what I asked you. I said, can you do it? Not that you have to do it here.
Yeah, I can do it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We should get at least do that.
I thought you were backing up to try it.
Oh, no,
no,
I'm good. Yeah, 2.5. I don't know about it. It wasn't a bad time, but I definitely felt like it was a long movie. Overall, I think the acting was good. I enjoyed all the actors.
2 actors that stood out to me.
Okay.
The little girl, Faith, who plays Darla Dudley, stole the movie for me.
Okay.
And Zachary Levi.
He is underrated, yo.
I will say this.
Y'all was sleeping on Chuck, go watch Chuck. It was a good show.
I will say this. I'm not knocking him. I wasn't familiar with Chuck, but when I saw him announced as Shazam, I was like, huh?
Yeah.
And I didn't understand where they were going because one, I didn't see the build. I didn't know if he could pull it off because the Shazam that I know cartoon-wise and the character that I read growing up, I didn't see that. Zachary Levi pulled this off. He literally, I don't know what his screen test would look like, the audition, but he really brought it.
He looked like he embodied a kid being a grown man. He really did. That is the same demeanor he has in Chuck.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, it is. Thank goodness you got killed in Thor, so you can go do this. That worked out for him.
Well, he said that.
He said, it definitely worked out for him.
He said, and I will say this, Marvel, you lost out because you could have casted him in something else because he's...
Man, what would he have been in Marvel?
I don't know.
That's a good question. You guys answering it. What could he have been in Marvel besides Vandrel or whatever the guy's name was? Besides one of the Warriors 3. Yeah, what else could he have been?
They killed him quick.
Yeah.
The girl who played Darla Dudley was hilarious. I thought she was cute. I thought she was precocious. She really embodied what a kid was like. Right. And I thought she was really good. And I thought, to me, those 2 actors stood out to me. Zachary Levi and her. I'm not going to say everybody else was forgettable, but their performances just really struck a nerve with me.
Okay. So any spoilers?
So.
Spoilers. This is the spoilers.
This was our non-spoiler review. So we'll do this when we want you to come back. Yeah. So right now, spoilers.
Yeah. So y'all go see the movie in 2 weeks. Come back and watch this video again. Yeah. Give us 2 views on the video. I like that. Great. So, man, I like that the movie, spoilers. I liked that the movie started with the villain's kind of origin story.
Yeah.
I like that. Because when I first saw it, because you guys were still coming in the theater. And something happened, because I was like, wait, did I miss what happened? Because it's like, oh, it's cool. It's starting with Dr. Siobhan or whatever his name was. I liked his kind of, him wanting to get that power and never attaining it, so that just, it drove him.
It fueled him.
Yeah, that was cool. I like that. Yeah.
I like that, I am a big Mark Strong fan.
I think he's underrated too.
I think he's underrated, and I think he was not utilized correctly in this movie.
Oh, for sure.
I really feel like his villain was not given nuance. I feel like he suffered at the hands of trying to make Shazam the movie it was. Mark Strong to me is phenomenal as an actor. Mm-hmm. I love him in everything he does. I've watched crappy movies. I watched
Green Lantern.
Is
he better in this than he was in Green Lantern?
Let me tell you how much I love him. I like Mark Strong. Remember the Sacha Baron Cohen movie, Brothers Dudley or whatever that
Brothers
was?
Grimm.
Whatever.
No, not Brothers Grimm.
That was
Brothers Grimsby or something.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw that. That was a bad movie. He was good in it.
He was great in that.
That was a bad
Where
movie.
was that guy?
Yeah.
Because he carried that entire movie.
Yeah.
Like literally just carried it.
Yeah.
I actually liked his Sinestro.
Okay. Is his Sinestro better than this guy? Which one do you think is better?
I'm gonna go with Sinestro only because
really.
Because this is the thing. As a boy, he was really good. The character. Mm-hmm. But as he became a man, it was kind of ham-fisted to me. Mm-hmm. It wasn't, you got his motivation, but how he acted about it didn't seem, I wanted him to be tortured. And I didn't get that. I wanted to get rage, torture. I wanted him to be not necessarily a sympathetic character, but you do have a little bit of sympathy for somebody who, when he said that one line, you don't know what it's like to be told your entire life.
Yeah, you're not good enough.
And I wanted to feel that from him over and over and over again, so that he gets to the point where I now have.
So then you understand why he throws his brother out the.
Oh yeah,
that was like, this is a kid's movie. And he just threw his brother out the window.
That had me in tears.
I know. Yeah. I was like, why did he throw his brother at the kids' window?
Oh my God, that was hilarious.
And then when the demons came out and just destroyed all those people.
When the demon bit the head off that one dude, I was like, yo. I was
like, are we watching Venom? What is this?
Son, even Venom didn't show him bite the heads off.
Yeah, it's wild.
At least Venom like cut away a little bit.
Yeah, it's
and then wild. The one thing had the tongue and it came out, I was like, ooh, the 7 deadly sins really is deadly.
Yeah, man, this is crazy. So well, I guess I'll go first. What I didn't like about the movie is, I get it. These are kids. Okay, this is a double-edged sword. So I realized they did a good job of this being a kid who doesn't know what he's doing. Mm-hmm. He's not completely altruistic. Mm-hmm. He's not pure of heart.
Nope.
As Shazam said, he's like, you're all I got.
Yeah.
So you have to do it no matter what. I like that.
Yeah.
That gives him, he's a fallible character. But at the same time, I was like, man, when is he gonna grow up and be something? Because these kids are just doing stupid, like, kid stuff. And I get that they're kids.
They're kids.
And I'm putting that, I understand, but I still didn't like it. I totally understand that they're kids, but I still didn't like it.
But that's what you just said is why it's so different to see kids, because they're going to be kids. They're going to keep making mistakes.
Yeah.
And I think that's the awesome thing that, in my opinion, DC was missing. Mm-hmm. The fact that not everybody is going to hone their entire... Because this is the thing. All the other characters, and I think that's why I liked Flash, Ezra Miller's Flash. All these, when Ezra Miller says, I've never been in a fight before. I've just pushed people and run away.
Yeah.
Batman has honed his entire life to being the best, the brightest, the smartest, this is a man who has basically honed himself to physical perfection. Shazam is a kid who just says Shazam and turns into a god.
Yeah.
Like, those are two totally different.
Yeah.
Same thing with Superman. Here's a guy who has the power of a god, who realizes if I touch you a little too hard, I can crush you. Mm-hmm. And he's always tiptoeing. He's literally the embodiment of truth and justice and goodness. He's a walking Boy Scout. Mm-hmm. And Shazam is just like, ha! Yeah. I farted.
Yeah. It's like, I get it.
So
maybe I would want to see what happens in a Shazam 2 after he's kind of honed his powers a little bit more, and we can go from there.
I really liked it. The one thing I will say that I didn't like was when the third act started. So the whole thing with his mom. Mm-hmm. Considering that was such a big part of the movie, there wasn't that. So when the foster parents went to go find him, and he found his mom, I would have liked to have seen that, where he realizes they are his family, and these are the people who've opened up their home to him.
Like he said it, but they kind of could have showed it.
So that disconnect to when he defends all the foster kids from the supervillain didn't really resonate with me, because there wasn't that connection where you saw him change. It was really kind of quick, where he went from being a total tool to being, I'm going to save you now.
I wonder, maybe like when the movie, like the DVD comes out, there'll be like an extended scene or something.
Hopefully. I mean, because
it does seem like something was missing from
it seemed like there were some cuts that were there, and I was like, because why would they leave? And then you never see them. Like, shouldn't they have got to the house too, considering they are driving and he's on foot? But then again, did he use his power to get there? I don't know, but I felt like that should have been, because at the end when he does they all do the halt, I'm like, really, dude, you kind of went kind of quick to that whole transition there.
You went from hating all of them to, hey, you guys can all share the powers.
I'm like, really? Like,
that was quick.
I don't even know if I give my brother and sister the power.
I'm Shazam.
I'm Shazam.
It's me.
I remember when y'all talk trash about me.
Was that like based on the New 52 where he can split his powers?
See, that's what I was looking up. So he has split his powers before. That's canon. I thought was very interesting. This movie was announced in 2014 that they were making this movie. This is DC Rebirth. So this is when DC I don't want to say restarted, but basically gave us new stories, tried to kind of streamline. Notice who's missing in your pantheon. You've got Harley Quinn and Killer Croc up here, but Shazam. You don't have Shazam.
No Cyborg.
You see what I'm saying? So I thought it was interesting because this movie, this was done in 2017. Shazam was announced in 2014, and I always thought it was interesting that they just now have Shazam restarted. They're on issue 4 that comes out this week.
Okay.
I mean, you got your Trinity. You've got your new Green Lanterns and Harley Quinn. You don't even have the regular Flash up here. You don't even have Barry Allen or Wally West. Like, where is your...
Is that not Wally West?
No.
Who's that?
That's a different Wally West. I'm talking the white Wally West, not the nephew. But you've got Jonathan Kent, you've got Damian Wayne. Where's Martian Manhunter? Where's Cyborg? Where's... You see what I'm saying?
Like your Justice League staples.
So I'm like... I thought that was interesting that you don't see those that character, which, personally, again, I never really identified with Shazam that much. But if you've watched the JLU Justice League cartoons, you know he was a big part of the Justice League, Justice Society. I'm trying to remember what else.
He gets his head blown in Injustice, the video game. That's wild.
Yeah, so like you see the character. He's always around.
Yeah.
But I really felt like DC did a disservice by not tying this, I don't even know I put this down, this to Shazam. Like, you have a build, like, this literally, that literally was a walking comic book to a certain extent. Like, the jokes, the gags, you can translate that into new comic readers. Because if you had a book that says, did you like this? Go read this. Where is the Shazam book? Or what run?
So... do you feel like overall is DC moving in the right direction in terms of their movies?
In movies, yes.
Okay.
But I will say this, all of the comic book companies to me are doing a piss poor job, a crappy job of saying, here's my movie. If you like this, go read this book. Where are you talking? Because that's how you get people to say, okay, I like this, or I didn't like it, let me go read the source material. Let me see if I like the character a little bit more, or how can I get a little bit more information before I go see the movie? That's what I think was missing.
I do like that the final fight wasn't a big beam in the sky. That was kind of cool. Cause
finally.
We haven't, we're getting
You
away
mean the
from,
magical sky beam?
Yeah, in all the movies that happened. I think that's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. That was...
what about the post-credits? Actually, was it a post-credit scene? It was a post-credit scene. Not the Aquaman one. The one where they flip the... Superman comes to the school.
Yeah.
We didn't see Henry Cavill.
No.
Interesting.
Because
I mean, you can't get him for a day.
Well, you got to remember there was that whole back and forth that is he done or we not doing this. So I don't know if
I mean, to me, that's like, oh, he gone.
Well, this is the thing. We don't know because it's so far in the future. And you got to remember, Warner Brothers has said we messed up with trying to tie them all together. Let's make just complete individual stories.
I get that.
And let's do that.
Then don't show me a Superman suit. I mean, you see the suit, but you don't see the head. I was like, this is awkward.
To me,
actor to be named later. That's what that was.
That's what it was.
That seems weird.
Because even they don't know what they're going to do. And to me, and the reason why you didn't show that, or you didn't show the Superman head, Henry Cavill's, because you don't know. Okay. We recasted Batman.
Yeah.
And then there was a report that, oh, hey, he might come. We don't, like, they do not know.
Yeah.
Past Wonder Woman, Aquaman 2, Suicide Squad, and Birds of Prey. Joker. They have no idea what's coming next.
Yeah.
Because we still don't even have a Flash movie. And keep in mind, Flash was announced before this.
Yeah. And the Cyborg movie and all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
And so
but they're going in the right direction.
I think they're going in the right direction.
Okay.
Again, Act 3 had a couple of weird parts. I just think story-wise, story beats. There was a lot going on. You had to service 5 new characters who have powers. I liked where it went. I think they're going in a good direction. You can still be a little dark. You can still be, oh, we're different. I will say this. This movie is not for younger kids. This is a middle school and up kind of movie. Because those monsters were monsters.
Yeah.
The 7 deadly sins were sins. The one, gluttony, you remember what I was like,
this is an anime. What am I watching?
You know what I thought about? I was like, those look like the nightmare creatures from the Spawn action figures.
Yeah, I can see
when
that.
he did the 7 deadly sins, I was like, did you gluttony just try to kill that lady?
Yeah.
So, and then the sin at the end when he grabbed the microphone from the reporter.
Who?
The Santa. Remember they were
yeah, the Santa. He's like, bleep, 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 yeah. Yeah, it was good. But like I said, I give it a 2 out of 5.
I give it a 3.75.
Yeah.
Shazams.
Yeah, Shazams. So I mean, that's it for us.
Yeah.
On this movie.
Let us know what you think.
Yeah.
Did you go to see it early? Are you going to go see it? Is it on your list, or is it just something, because I'm not a real big fan of Shazam character, but I really like this movie.
So like, comment, subscribe here on YouTube. You can also find us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and we're out.